don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the Seige War for Cybertron Decepticon Skytread. And I begin by telling you I know absolutely nothing about this figure other than apparently he's like Battletrap in some way. So we'll take a look at him. We have front of the box, side of the box, back of the box, 18 steps, top of the box, bottom of the box, side of the box. I'm looking forward to getting that chromia. I think that may be neat. Okay, so what do you say we get him out of the box and take a look at him? So right out of the box, again, just as typical things, he didn't stand up either, and it might have been because he came out of the box with, you know, that, like that, because he's fairly solid once you get into him here. I mean, yeah, he came with these two weapons, which there's a little bit of paint on this one, so that's interesting. That's awfully hollow. Interesting mold, but we got paint here, here, here. That's about all sprue mark. That's about all I can say about that one. This one here has paint as well, kind of a silvery copper color, kind of interesting. It's not a color I normally see, so... Oh, pardon me. The other thing that came in the box is his instructions. Decepticon purple, so you don't get confused with the Autobot red. And yeah, it looks like he just comes apart into two pieces, form a tank and a plane. Alright. So, let's take a look at the figure. Right off the bat, you can see this head sculpt here. I actually really like this head sculpt. This is one of the better ones I've seen Hasbro do. It looks like a robot. It looks like a robot. You've got brown plastic, red visor, silver paint. That looks like a robot to me. They did a really good job on that. Okay, so he's got blue, he's got Decepticon symbol, he's got a little bit of that kind of mustardy, silverish gold color. He's got some battle damage down through here. He's got some more of that silvery gold color. The legs don't really have a whole lot on them. They got some more of that same color right here. The side of the figure looks like this. The back of the figure looks like this. It's got an airplane on his back. Yeah, let's see here. Can he hold his weapon? Can he hold his weapons? Well, that one went in just fine. That one went in just fine too. Okay, so he can hold his weapons. Let's see here. Let's real quick do scale, see how tall he is. He's coming in at, I would guess, 5 1/4. Shoulder to shoulder, we're looking at 2 3/4. Depth wise, 2 1/4. Okay. So, initial impressions. He's not light. Has the plastic feels kind of oily, maybe just a touch. It's not as bad as that oh, whatever his name was, that first one I did, the one that goes to Fort Max. But this one has a little bit of it. Articulation, the head, can't tell. It's on a ball joint, but you can't see it, so that's good. You can get up to about right there, down to about right there. So it's okay. The arms, these will get out of the way, and you can get full range out of the arms. Oh wow, look at that. He can go YMCA. But yeah, he gets to do better than just go turn around and go wee. He gets to do the YMCA. Let's see here. Elbow bend, nice and tight. It's more than 90 degrees, quite a bit. Let's see here. Waist articulation. Eesh. Does he have waist articulation? This is wanting to turn. Yes, he does have some waist articulation. It is severely hampered by this back here, though. These are not T-jointed ball joints, but we haven't really seen that in this line so much in the deluxe scale. But he can do over the Chinese splits, and he can do the full American. Thigh swivel is built into the mushroom peg, you can see right here. Knees 90 degrees, no problem. The foot will go down. It will go up just a little bit because right there is normal and right there is up. And he does have a rocker, so that's good. Alright, pardon me. I suppose the next thing we will need to do is scale comparison. Wait. What is it, Nemesis? Who the hell is this guy? This is Skytread. He's a Decepticon, right? Yeah, he's a Decepticon, alright. He looks like a wuss. What are you talking about? He's made out of a tank and an airplane. You're a frickin' tractor trailer. Yeah, but I'm the king of the road. I thought that was Motormaster. Shut up! Nemesis, please leave, so I can finish the review. I go, but I'm always watching. Don't you know I'm watching you? I'm pretty sure that's a violation of the Geneva Convention. The hell do you know about the Geneva Convention? You're a robot. I have, like, access to knowledge and stuff. Get the hell out of here. Ah! Alright, back to Skytread, folks. I guess the next thing to do would be to transform him. So transforming old Skytread here is actually quite simple. First thing we have to do is remove the two weapons here. We separate like this, and this part right here just plugs into that part right there. Let's go ahead and do the tank first. We open up this panel right here. It just comes open from the inner thigh. Open it up, bring the feet together. As always, I don't know if I'm doing this in the order that's in the instructions, but as long as we get there, that's what counts. Bend the feet down, tab that together. Now let's see if you can remember how to do this, Tommy boy. Pull that forward, pull that up, is that right? Like this, right here. So this tab will come over and sit right there. This tab will come over and, at least theoretically, sit right here. There we go. And squeeze it. Give it a good squeeze. Pop that thing off, because it's not supposed to pop off, but, you know, hey. Right? Alright. Both ends never seem to want to line up properly for me. I don't know if I'm just not doing it right, if it's just being evil. I don't know. But now there's these two posts right here that go into right here, and you get it, push it in, and it holds it quite securely. Excuse me. And it's just a matter of, you can see the slot right there that goes around that, getting that in there. Doing it on both sides, but then it's supposed to lock in right here, and therein lies the rub. It just doesn't tab in. You can feel it. I can feel it wanting to tab in, but it just doesn't tab in all the way. Then you take your little weapon here, put it in there, and now you got a tank. It's got wheels, but they're not. It more slides than rolls. In this mode, not counting the weapon, he's measuring in at roughly 3 1/4. Width-wise, this is going to be the widest spot. Let's call it 2. Height-wise, an inch and 7/8, approximately. Okay, that's not bad. Let's go ahead and move on to this guy right here. So the first thing we need to do, pop in the fists. They just fold in right there, just like what you would expect. Come down here and unlock this. There's a pin and a port. It just comes up. Then this separates from the shoulders. It's plugged in right here at 2 spots. And it comes up on 2 hinges. Lock that in place just like that. Not difficult at all. And the head is completely hidden, and I actually really like that quite a bit. Now come down here, and we need to separate these 2 separate flaps here from this centerpiece. So the easiest way I found to do it is move this aside a little bit, and it opens right up. And there's a peg and several ports, and it just locks in there, and actually it's quite secure. So again, just kind of flex this just a little bit, just enough to break that little connection right there, and as you can see, this will come down, and then you just fold it over, lock it into place. Bring in your chest piece here and maneuver this so that you can push this straight up like this with this hinge here folded down. And then what you do is you rotate this until the fist is pointing forward so that you have this little connector bit right here, if I remember correctly. Fold that in, rotate it around. Now, you have these 2 pins right here are going to go into 2 slots right here, okay? Those 2 right there. So what you do here is, this is going to connect here, this is going to connect here. They'll move in a little bit, just squeeze these together, and they don't really hold, they're just kind of resting spots. What will hold it together is when you hook those into those. So, squeeze and push. There you go. Just like that. There you go. And here you have an airplane of sorts. This thing is measuring in from tip to tail at about 4.5, just a little bit more than 4.5. Wingtip to wingtip, we're looking at just a little bit more than 3.5. Height-wise, we're going to have to measure the tail in on this. Roughly 1 and, I don't know, 5/8. Okay. This thing will plug in right here if you want it to. This thing will plug in right here if you want it to. Me personally, if I was going to use this weapon with him, that's kind of how I would do it. But additionally, you know, you can always plug it in underneath, or, you know, I guess if you're feeling saucy or something, you can always just grab any 5mm port weapon and throw those under there, just like that. Okay. Don't you be giving him my weapons. Nemesis, go away. Just stay out. Alright, so I suppose then that the next thing we should probably do would be some type of size comparison with them in vehicle mode. Final thoughts wise, this is where we reviewers come to the point where we have to give you our recommendations on the figure. I can't speak for anyone else, but typically my recommendations fall into the category of price, quality of build, and attachment to the figure. The price was $20, and for this one, I think it was $16 for this one. This one, actually, I would almost say they've got about the same amount of paint. I don't know, but they look good together. So if you look at it like this, that was roughly $36 for both of them. I can kind of get behind that. I've spent a hell of a lot more on stuff. Quality. The plastic has that kind of oily feel slightly. I don't know if it's just what Hasbro is doing or not, but this is the second one out of this line that I've had that issue with, if I can remember. It's not bad. The plastic feels strong. It doesn't feel like it's going to break. There's lots of paint. Yeah, I guess the quality's here. And now familiarity with the character. I really don't know these two. I know they were in at least one G1 episode back in, I guess it was season 3 or 4, I don't remember. I remember seeing them. But here they are. Do I regret my purchase? Absolutely not. Should you buy it? I mean, if you've got this one, go ahead and grab that one. Maybe when Hasbro realizes that we're buying these, they'll start making some of the Duocons from Victory. That might be kind of interesting to see. But aside from that, yeah, I recommend him, even for the price. It is a little steep for me, but inflation and all that. Yeah, this might be one where they're simply taking the loss for ones they put a whole lot more paint on. You know, I'm kind of looking at you here. But, or maybe you, lots of paint. And this one doesn't have a whole lot. That might be something to do with it. So yeah, go ahead and buy it. I don't think you'll be disappointed with your purchase. Just know what you're getting into and you should be fine. This is Tom. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the next review.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Another satisfied customer of Vitamin John. Operators are standing by. Call now.